Hi guys. So I'm going to be sharing with you a quick intro to breathwork and just an introduction to it, as well as some key terms and things that you need to know. So you'll probably only watch this video once. It's very high level, so I'm not going to dig in deep, right? So for those of you that have studied it, I know that you you might be like, oh no, but that's not all. I'm trying to make this as appropriate so that whatever level that you want to, you can dive into it further, and you're always welcome to leave in the comments if you're interested in some further reading or some further explorations on what I'm going to be talking about. So first of all, let's just get into it, right? So breathwork. So so you might have heard the term pranayama if you do yoga, chi, all that stuff, right? So there's a difference between breath and prana, chi. I can't think of anything else that it's called right now, but you guys are getting the gist of it, right? So breath work is focusing on the breath, right? What comes in with the breath is your vital life force, your vital life energy, which is your prana, right? Or your chi. When you breathe, yes, you're bringing in oxygen. You're bringing in everything that your body needs in order to survive, right? So, but inadvertently, you're also impacting your vital life energy, your prana or chi. I hope I'm explaining this. So you don't mean to. It's it's not individual, but the reason why it's important that you know this is the big thing. You'll be familiar with the term pranayama or pranayam if you've dove into yoga or into that side of thing, because that is the practice of breath control. But it's important because I've been to classes and I've also witnessed some people doing very, very dangerous breath. And why I say that is if you're practicing breath work and you are stressed, you're straining, you're forcing, you're gripping, you're actually hurting your life force, your life energy, because then you're bringing that into your body. When you do breath work, okay, it should be relaxed. It should flow, even if you're trying to discover deeper spaces in the breath or you're learning a new way to control it. It should always be gentle. It should always be soft. Think of it as your breath's way of speaking to your soul. You don't want to yell at it, right? You want to softly whisper to it, and you want to sort of hold it and love it, and you want to give that. You don't want to be screaming at your soul, right? I think that makes sense. So you want to approach it with gentleness and kindness, and with patience, and get an understanding of it. And if you have a hard time doing it, look into the deeper dimensions on, gee, why am I stuck here, right? It's like, what part of my body is this stuck in, and why is it? And even investigate where the chakra is that you're stuck in, and it could have anything to do with an energetic, an emotional, a mental, a physical. It could have anything, and usually all of those are connected. So it could have something to do with that. So in general, with our breath, just so you know, here's some basics, okay? This is why people find breath work so hard. In general, we use, when we're not thinking about it, about 14% of our lung space. 14, that's it. So we're not bringing proper amounts of oxygen. which means that when we actually are oxygen deprived, we have less patience. We get angry, right? We're very negative. We're very fearful. We're very anxious. So think about the feelings that you get when you are, when you're afraid, when you're anxious, right? When maybe you're letting your monkey mind go crazy and get the better of you. You're sitting there, your heart races, and you probably stop breathing. So your heart's pumping blood that doesn't carry any value to your body, right? Same with when you're working out. Take it to a physical level, okay? When you're working out, if you're not breathing appropriately, you're actually stopping your muscles from getting the properly oxygenated blood into them. So when you're working out, your muscles aren't getting fed, right? So you want to make sure that you're breathing properly, okay? I went over in the Pilates section, I talked about Pilates breath. That is not a normal breath. That is not a breath that you're going to go and walk around downtown doing, okay? That is a breath to do Pilates, right? There are so many different breaths, right? There's yogic breathing. There's a bunch of different things for yogic breathing, a bunch of different ways. But, you know, inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. It has its reasons. So when you're breathing on a regular basis, if you notice that you're getting fearful, you're getting anxious, you're letting your mind take over, you're angry, you're scared, take some nice, slow, calm, deep breaths. Now, I need to put a sideline to this. If you do have an anxiety issue, okay, and your heart is racing because you have anxiety, okay, that may not work for you, okay, because that's a whole nother level of subconscious that's going. I'm talking about like just a lower level of fear, okay? So anxiety issues, breathing may not help you, okay? So that's where you need to go and get proper assistance for that, so that you can do it. Because if you try when you have like anxiety, that's more of a mental thing. You need to get in your head and you need to try as best as you can to try to work through that, and you need to seek somebody who is professional with that. But I'm talking more on a higher level here, okay guys? So you want to make sure that you can breathe, right? So try it. If you're like, well, I don't know if I have anxiety or PTSD or whatever, then try breathing, right? Try relaxing, try gaining control over your mind again. There is a certain level that if you've been living in fight or flight for too long and anxiety has kicked in and PTSD, you may need to see somebody to help you work through that, okay? So we're just going to move on from that. But I think it's valid to say that because a lot of times I work with people or talk to people and they're like, well, I have anxiety and I'm trying to do breathing and it makes it worse. I'm like, no, I hear you. I get it. And you're right. It does. So this is what you need to do instead. There's a certain point in your healing that you need to seek somebody who can help you with that, okay? So that aside, you want to see though, when you're angry, a lot of times if you've gotten angry, if you're getting frustrated, you might even just be busy doing something and you have too many things to do. You've forgotten to breathe, right? How many times when you're exercising, or I know everybody in my classes, in my Pilates and yoga classes, I say breathe, breathe, breathe repeatedly. How many times do we hold our breath and we're actually moving our body? So think about how many times that you're sitting at your computer in a meeting or whatever it is that you're doing, and think about how much you're probably not focusing on your breath. So just let that sort of sink in for a moment, okay? Now, what we're going to be talking about, so this is just the intro video. I'm going to be doing 3 more videos, and those videos are going to be, first of all, is getting the body prepared to do breath work. So it's about getting the lung cells open, getting them to regenerate. When you're only breathing at 14%, you have like, what, 86% still down here that hasn't been used, right? So we need to wake up those capillaries. We need to get the lung space opening, and there's exercises that we can do to do that. So first is exercises before the breathing exercises. They're kind of fun. We do them standing up, okay? So just try to enjoy it. Then there's the actual breath work. So we're going to be going through a few, now there's a ton. These are the ones that I found that really resonate with people. There's some pretty crazy ones out there, and that's fine. But again, not aggressive, okay? I hear some and it's just not good. So sort of think to yourself, that might not be so good for me. You're allowed to make those judgment calls with everything, right? You might even try it and go, wow, this is just not for me, or at least not for me right now, okay? So there's that. Then the last thing that we're gonna do with the breath is I'm going to be doing a video on meditating using breath as the object. So I did a previous little talk on are you really meditating? And it talks about how we're actually concentrating and not really meditating. So what it is we're trying to create that one point focus. So we're trying to control that crazy mind of ours using the breath. So it's probably one of my favorite meditations. I love working with breath, okay? I've worked with it for over 17 years. I absolutely love working with breath. You want to know why? Because it's free and because it's always with you. So you don't need any special tools to do it. It's always there. So it's fantastically present with you all the time. And it's probably the one thing that you can do to revitalize you, to calm you, to rejuvenate you, to help you calm down. Whatever it is you need, you can find it in your breath. Okay, guys? So I hope that you'll join me for the next 3 videos. I'm going to put them in sequentially. You're more than welcome to add them to a separate playlist of your own, and then you can have them play bang, 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 one after the other. Okay? Great. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I love hearing back from you guys. Same if you have any requests. I love hearing from you. Okay? Until the next video, have a great day, guys. Bye.